Good day, everyone. My name is Jasmine Lim, the discussant for this part. This is the last part of the whole discussion entitled Ethics in Assessment. Let's start with ethics in assessment and what is the definition of ethics. Ethics in assessment is or refers to the principles and standards that guide the design, implementation, and evaluation of assessment and the teaching of social sciences. It involves ensuring fairness, transparency, and integrity throughout the assessment process, with a focus on upholding students' rights and promoting a positive learning environment. It is very important to ensure that assessments are conducted ethically, maintaining fairness, transparency, and integrity throughout the process. Now, what are the ethical considerations that we have to take into consideration upon imposing ethics in the assessment and evaluation process? So these are those key ethical considerations. First, we have here fairness and equity. Fairness and equity in assessment mean that all students have an equal opportunity to demonstrate their knowledge and skills regardless of their background, their abilities, or circumstances. It ensures equality. Now imagine a race where every runner starts from a different point. That wouldn't be fair, right? Similarly, in assessments, we must ensure that all students start from the same point and have an equal chance to succeed. This means providing accommodations for students with special needs, such as extra time or alternative formats, to ensure they're not at a disadvantage compared to their peers. Now, for transparency, it is involves clear communication of assessment criteria, expectations, and grading standards to students. Think of transparency as giving students a roadmap before they embark on a journey. Before starting an assessment, we discuss the criteria and standards with our students, explaining what's the expected or what is expected of them and how they'll be graded. This helps students understand the purpose and significance of the assessment as well as what they need to do to succeed. In short, transparency is disclosing what are the criteria or standards expected of the students, which will serve as a guideline for them as they embark the journey of the assessment. Moving forward, we have here authenticity. Authentic assessments are designed to reflect real world situations or context relevant to social sciences. Now, authentic assessments are like solving real world problems. They're meaningful and relevant to students' lives. When we design assessments, we try to make them as authentic as possible. For example, instead of memorizing facts, students might analyze historical documents or conduct interviews to understand social issues. This ensures that assessments are engaging and provides students with opportunities to apply their knowledge and skills in practical ways and even in real life. Moving forward to privacy and confidentiality. What is it? Privacy and confidentiality in assessment involve protecting students' personal information and ensuring that assessments data and results are kept confidential. Just like we respect someone's personal space, we must respect students' privacy and assessment as well. This means keeping their work and results confidential and only sharing them with those who need to know, such as the student and their parents. By safeguarding assessment data and results, we ensure that students' personal information is handled with care and with sensitivity. Next, we have here feedback and support. Feedback and support in assessment involve providing students with constructive feedback and additional assistance to help them improve. Feedback is like a guidelight that helps students navigate their learning journey. It's specific, timely, and constructive. We provide feedback that highlights students' strengths and suggest areas for improvement upon observing their weaknesses. And if a student needs extra help, we are there to support them every step of the way, offering additional resources or assistance to ensure their success. In terms of professional integrity, in assessment, it means conducting assessments with honesty, with integrity, and professionalism, adhering to ethical standards and guidelines. Professional integrity is about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. It means grading assessments without bias or favoritism and following the guidelines set by our school and professional organizations to ensure our assessments are reliable and valid. By conducting assessments with integrity, we maintain the trust and confidence of our students, parents, and colleagues, upholding the integrity and reputation of our profession and the entire institution. Moving on to the importance of ethical assessment, first we have fairness. Fairness in ethical assessment, it ensures that every student, regardless of their background or circumstances, have equal opportunity to succeed. This promotes inclusivity and equal opportunities in education, allowing all students to demonstrate their knowledge and skills on a level playing field. Fairness and equality or equity are fundamental principles of education. When assessments are conducted ethically, students feel valued and respected, knowing that their success is not hindered by factors beyond their control. This fosters a sense of belonging and encourages all students to thrive for excellence. Next is trust and confidence. Ethical assessments build trust and confidence among students, parents, and colleagues by demonstrating a commitment to fairness, integrity, and transparency in the assessment process. When stakeholders trust the assessment or assessments that are conducted ethically, they have confidence in the validity and reliability of assessment results. Trust, remember, is the foundation of any successful educational community. When students, parents, and colleagues trust in the fairness and integrity of the assessments, it strengthens relationship and creates a supportive learning environment where students feel confident in their abilities and parents will have faith in the educational system, and colleagues can work together collaboratively to support student success. Next, we have integrity and reputation. Ethical assessments uphold the integrity and reputation of educational institutions and the teaching profession by demonstrating a commitment to excellence in ethical conduct. Now, when assessments are conducted ethically, they reflect positively on the professionalism and dedication of educators. Integrity is central to the credibility and reputation of educational institution and the teaching profession, where ethical assessments showcase the commitment of educators to uphold high standards of academic integrity and excellence, enhancing the reputation of the school, the profession as a whole. This in turn attracts students, parents, and stakeholders who value integrity and ethical conduct in education. Now, when it comes to learning environment, ethical assessment practices contribute to the creation of a positive learning environment where students feel respected, valued, and supported in their academic pursuits. When assessments are conducted ethically, students are more engaged, motivated, and empowered to take ownership of their own learning. A positive learning environment is conducive to academic success and personal growth. Ethical assessment practices promote a culture of academic integrity and excellence where students feel safe to take risks, ask questions, and explore their learning interests. Now, in summary, the importance of ethical assessment extends beyond the evaluation of student performance. It encompasses principles of fairness, trust, integrity, and positive learning environments. And when assessments are conducted ethically, students, parents, educators, and other educational institutions benefit from a culture of inclusivity, transparency, professionalism, and academic excellence. Therefore, ethical assessment practices are essential for maintaining fairness, integrity, and transparency in the teaching of social sciences. That would be the end of the entire discussion. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless.